Hello, 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 ladies and gelatins. Here we are on a Wednesday, here to kick Digi butt with other Digi butts. I mean, it's not really like butt fighting, but like, you get what's happening here. I have never seen this guy before. He's new. He's a new friend who's about to die. Anyways, so yeah, basically I figured I'd get back to this game because eventually I would like to finish it, and the only way to finish it is to play it, so here we are, playing the game so that we can actually find out what happens next. Plus, we're actually at a point where there's at least not currently filler happening. So, bonuses, upsides, all that jazz. Oh yeah, we're starting to fight like actual big boys. So that's nice. That's nice. I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, so yeah. Goodness. Today has been actually pretty good overall. I had a physical today because apparently in this country you have to get a physical before you can start work. It's like a whole thing. And it's like totally fine. Totally fine for the most part, but it's also just been so hot today, and I have just been aggressively exhausted the whole day, and part of that is definitely because the thing is, it's like, oh yeah, you're getting a physical, so you have to be fasted. I'm like, but it's at like almost noon. Yeah, you gotta be fasted though. I'm like, oh boy, alright. I mean, it's fine. I don't eat breakfast all the time, but lately I have been eating breakfast, and not only have I been eating breakfast, but I've been going to bed like really early. Getting up like really early. So like sometimes I literally have been going to bed at like 10:30, getting up at like 6:30. Which is crazy for me that that's been happening, but I've just been so tired that I'm just like letting it occur. Hey, Bulldog, how's it going? Good to see you. And it's like, that's fine. So then when you get up at like, and I did get up at like 8 something, but still, it's like you go from 8 to, oh, you can actually see on the map, but that is a dead end that I just walked into. You get up that early and then you can't eat until, oh, I don't know, 1 p.m. It starts to get a little interesting, especially because I had to do some shopping on the way back. I did buy myself a snack, but by the time I got the snack, like I just wasn't feeling hungry anymore. I was just tired. But you know, it all works out. But I think it's actually part of why I have a headache now. Even though I ate food since then, like I had, so one of my local grocery stores actually has these like amazing, like it has an amazing brand of like local pierogi. And literally they're really, really, really good. I have a new favorite flavor of pierogi, which is incredible. It's like, it's got potato and bacon and cheese and bell peppers, and it's just like, oh, this is literally the best combination of stuff. It's literally the best grocery store pierogi I've ever had. And I do like enjoy having grocery store pierogi from time to time, just because like it's so easy and making pierogi is such a pain. So I don't make it. I'll get it from the grocery store, or I'll get it at like a restaurant or something. So you've never tried pierogi? Oh my gosh. I highly recommend it, but also I will have to say that the pierogi in the States is definitely completely different. Like you can find good ones. Honestly, the most common ones you're gonna find in the States are gonna be like some potato cheese ones, which are similar to what we have here, but it's different. Like the potato's done differently, and it's a different kind of cheese. And like the dough is different, so like it's still really good. Don't get me wrong, a dumpling full of cheesy potatoes is great, pretty much no matter what, but it's different. So, but you can usually find them in the freezer section of a lot of stores, so I recommend giving that a shot if you haven't. Oh my goodness, yeah. A night shift sounds so brutal. Like, seriously so brutal. And just like, how do you even, like, you can't actually get to a point, I imagine, where like you get completely used to it, because like you just have to deal with the fact that like everyone's gonna be awake at different times than you, and if you have roommates, they're gonna be loud. And even if you don't have roommates, you're gonna have neighbors who are gonna be loud because they're like, it's the middle of the day. Of course I can be loud. It's a normal thing to do. I'm like, yeah, sure, but like, bah. But yeah. So either way, I have to get used to my new sleep schedule for work and stuff, but like, I'm like, I kind of am, but I'm also kind of not. You know, because of flatbread, which is flatter than they're already flatbread, and they stuff that into a pressure cooker. Yes. You know, Americans do the strangest things. Oh, actually, I went to a candy store the other day, and guess what was in the candy store? Not only was there like Mike and Ike's and stuff, which I did buy myself like the all red Mike and Ike's because I actually really like Mike and Ike's, but I specifically love the red flavor of pretty much every candy. It's the red flavors are always the best. Just give me the red, like the reds and pinks and all that. Those are the best flavors. So like the Flavor Reds, Starburst, and like the all reds Mike and Ike's, they're amazing. Swedish Fish are still my favorite American candy, which is funny because they're called Swedish Fish. I have never seen them in Sweden. I don't think Sweden has them. I think Sweden has something else. But still. Either way, oh, I just picked the wrong move. Whatever. Either way. So I saw, in addition to candy, Pop-Tarts and like breakfast cereals. Like we had cornflakes. There was some like Reese's Puffs and stuff. Oh, hot tamales are incredible. I actually really love hot tamales. I haven't had them in a long, long time either, but they're really good. See if I should go back to that store and see if I can, because it's like the mall right next to like the train station, so maybe I can pop by there at some point. No, I can definitely pop by there like pretty frequently. It's like it's in the center of the city. But like, I just thought it was super funny that like, yeah, no, cereal, American cereal and Pop-Tarts in the candy store where they belong. I'm gonna look at the picture I took of this because like, it was honestly really interesting. Oh yeah, peanut butter fluff was also there. Reese's Puffs cereal, Reese's Minis cereal, Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch churros. I've never even seen those before. Those sound fascinating. And yeah, Frosted Flakes. It was just like, you know what? I'll post this. I'll post this in the food channel on Discord because like it's legitimately crazy. But it makes sense when you think about it because like I've actually had some friends here try Pop-Tarts before, and they're just like, this is a dessert. You eat this for breakfast? I'm like, yeah. This is like one of the most common like school breakfasts for kids in a hurry like ever. Grape lemon. I can actually, you know, that's great. I love that. That's happening literally right now. Yeah, grape lemon. I just want someone's gonna come into stream and they're like not even gonna realize what's wrong immediately. Like that's the best part. Like it's gonna take them a second to realize what's happening. Anyways, I was posting that in the Discord. 1 second, I'm totally doing it. Okay, hold on. Scroll, 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 scroll. Yes, I've taken some other pictures since then. There we go. Oh, I'll add the little caption. Yeah, Pop-Tarts and cereal. In a candy store where they belong. So yes, now that is for the viewing pleasure of people in the food channel at any point in time, which I keep forgetting I should post more stuff in the food channel. Then again, I haven't had anything really fun lately. I've mostly just been cooking. which I guess should be fun. Then again, right, it's cereal. It's just like Lucky Charms to us is normal cereal. They're like, listen, there's marshmallows. This is a candy. I've also gotten really into the Bulldog Korean ramen, the Korean instant ramen. The one that got banned in Sweden. Did you guys hear about that? Did you hear about the ramen that was so spicy it got banned in Sweden? Of course I bought some. Does this store sell the milk? No, this store I don't think had a refrigerator, so I don't think they sold milk. You can get milk at the grocery store downstairs though. Like literally you just go down 2 escalators, you get milk, no problem. I mean, I don't think the store recommends anything in particular. I think it's just the same cereal because it's imported. So like, you just look at the back and it'll tell you the nutrition facts and the nutrition facts with milk, which, yeah, it's a cereal and like advertising still expects you to put it in milk and eat it in a bowl for breakfast. Like, because we have cereal here, but it's not nearly as sugary. It's totally different. Like, we don't have, it's like, there's Cheerios, but it's like honey whole wheat Cheerios, and they do taste different. They're not bad at all. I still like them, but they are definitely like at least like half or a third of the sugar. Expectation versus recommendation. I feel like I can't imagine someone eating it dry, except for Lucky Charms, because even in the States, I would do that. I was the marshmallow picker. I would literally go in there and pick up the marshmallows. But the thing is, I would take responsibility. Like, it's mine. I would buy my own box. I would pick out the marshmallows, and then later on I would just eat the cereal part later. Like, the marshmallows were the snack, the taboo snack of like, I'm not supposed to eat this like this. And then the cereal itself, I would just have normally later on with milk. Sometimes there'd still be some marshmallows that I missed in there too, which is pretty cool. Also remember that like every time I eat Lucky Charms, when I did just have it normally, like, you know, if I was at a friend's house or something and I wouldn't just eat all their marshmallows, I would always eat the non-marshmallows first so that I could just save myself so many bites of like just marshmallows and milk, which is so cool. I honestly loved that. Oh, that's why I wanted to go in there. I wanted to heal. So, yeah. That's been pretty cool. But yeah, the Bulldog ramen, I have started trying, but basically like every time I see a new flavor, I buy it because I'm just so fascinated by this. And honestly, because like at first I was like, listen, I'm not that into spicy. I don't think I'm gonna have something that's that spicy. I don't think I can handle it. But then I tried what I would assume was the least spicy one, right? And I'll be honest, it was still spicy. It was still definitely one of those things where you had to like take breaks while eating it. And if you talk too much, it's great. Oh man, you should definitely try Bulldog because here's the thing. It was spicy, but it was delicious. It was so good. The flavor was on point. The noodles were great. The first one I tried was the stew kind. And honestly, I think that I can't actually say that that's still my favorite, but it basically like awakened me. Bulldog, will try the Bulldog someday. It actually does sound almost the same, doesn't it? It's really, honestly, the flavor is super good. I have tried, I tried the cheese one. I made it completely wrong, so honestly, I can't tell you if it was good or not. I don't think it's for me personally, but I like the carbonara. The carbonara was good. The stew kind is still probably, it might be my top, especially because that first time I tried it was really just a game changer. Try to test. Yes. Try me. Yes. Also true, the other way around. Bulldog tries Bulldog and Bulldog tries Bulldog. And it sounds almost the same too. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Good. Oh no, you know what? Just slap someone. Language is great, honestly. I love language. It's one of my favorite things. And oh gosh, what other flavors have I tried? Because I got so into it, I was like, all right, let's try the double spicy. The picture, what's the red drink on the left? Let's take a look. Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. It's in, I guess, a Japanese. It looks, weirdly, no, it's Fanta. It's Fanta. You can actually see it says Fanta. If you look on the far, far, far left, you can see the beginning where it says fan. Like right at the edge of it, that's a Fanta. So it's red Fanta from China, I guess. But yeah, I mean, there's also some like Chinese Oreo flavors there as well. Like it's not exclusively American stuff, but there's a lot of American stuff. Yo, Reese's dip pretzels. Honestly, like I'm even looking at this picture and like I was there, but I didn't get that much stuff. It could be different. I mean, to be fair, kanji and Chinese characters are very, very often literally exactly the same. So kind of impossible to tell unless you see some hiragana katakana. Oh, I realized today I'm starting to get bad at reading hiragana katakana, so I actually need to start doing that again. Because I'm not practicing at all anymore. I haven't practiced for at least a year. There was some Korean candy in there. There was some Japanese candy in there as well. Hey, Feather Dust, welcome, welcome. So yeah, like honestly, I would definitely go back to the store if I had like tons of money to burn. Like I'm trying to save a little bit of money. Ooh, look at you. You don't look so healthy there, buddy. Isn't that against the rules? If that thing gets loose, isn't it already loose? You're in Odaiba. Lord Onaitomon. Alright, looks like we should save here. I feel like it's giving me a clue that, hey Jellycat, maybe consider saving. Yeah, I need to practice more Japanese in general, and like more writing, more reading, more all that stuff. I'll get back in the groove at some point. I'll definitely find my ways. No rules broken. Not yet. This is all Digimon.
イーターどもに食われたかと思っていたが、しぶとく生き残ったか。
その姿があなたの本当の姿なんですね。
You've been an evil Digimon this whole time.
貴様にこの姿を見せるのは初めてだったな。では、改めて自己紹介させていただこう。ロイヤルナイツにおいては。
Lord of the Nightmons. Made from a deviant virus type among the Royal Knights. Lord of Nightmon. I love it. Yeah, in this world, we're all roughly the same height, except for that big dragon guy. He's massive.
イーターを操っていたのはあなたですね。上城に潜り込み、スウェードさんの研究に協力する形で必要なものを手に入れ。
感謝してほしいものだ。私の助力によって研究が革新的に進んだのだからな。しかし、デジタルウェーブの制御がこれほどまでの力を生み出すとは、私にも想定外の成果だった。まさかスウェードが、人間がデジタルなるものの断りにここまで近づくことができようとは。
The digital justice.
その力で罪のない人々を滅ぼそうと。なぜ、どうしてそんなことができるんですか?
You say how, but it really doesn't seem like this Digimon is having a struggle with this. Just saying.
罪がないとは少子千万。すべては貴様ら人間どもが自ら招いたこと。自業自得に過ぎない。お前の父親が作ったエデンネットワークが道となり、その子供らがくさびをうがった。
Oh yeah, I love the reflection going on in there, but it's really interesting because the reflection is like, it's not a reflection of what's actually happening around them, it's a baked in reflection from a rendering thing, so you can actually see that it's reflecting like an actual like some Japanese city or room, because like that's some real graphics in there. And I know this because I know how these sort of these renderers work. And I noticed that in other shiny things as well, is like it's just reflecting a specific scene. It might all be the same scene.
そして悪夢が始まったのだ。イーターによるデジタルワールドへの侵食が。
That's what makes it look so realistic, though, is because it's reflecting a scene from the real world.
エデンの創始者神城悟の罪は私が裁いた。
やはりあなたがお父さんを。許せない。あなただけは絶対に許せない。
許されざるは貴様ら人間どもだと何度言わせるつもりだ。
So shiny. I mean, think about how long it would take to polish that armor. It would take a long... I mean, I guess all the Nightmons just do it. If you're Lord Nightmon, you just get all the Nightmons to be like, hey, yeah, so just polish my armor? Thanks. There are no innocents. It is all of us by action and inaction to make the world what it is. Yeah, except, then you remember that babies exist. So, like, at some point in time, it was impossible to take action. And then you think not only in the circumstances of time in which you could not take action because you were literally too small, or too young, or too whatever, but then you realize that there's a lot of people who are in similar situations where they have absolutely no way to have had an impact on certain things just because they're exactly as powerless as a newborn for certain situations. Like, I have exactly zero impact on things that happen on the other side of the world or the North Pole or whatever. Yeah, exactly. No, I honestly really like quotes that make me want to fight them. Like, that just makes me like them more because it means that it's given me something to think about. I mean, unless it's something that's just like blatantly wrong. This is not the case. Like, philosophies that I can have an opinion against makes it not only more fun, but also easier to like immerse as the character. You're like, wait, hold on, no, actually no. Like, and not just a like, haha, I just want to kill all the people. I mean, I don't have influence on the North Pole. If we want to talk about climate change and like the tiny actions, like, no way, man. The amount of pollution that I, sure, like if you add my actions up with everyone else's, sure. But in reality, I am, like, that would be like blaming a baby for, like, the amount of pollution they cause by, like, needing milk and food and stuff. And you wouldn't blame a newborn for needing things. Like, oh, sure, well, once you get older, you can make certain choices with what you buy and stuff. But the choices that I can make based on like consumerism is entirely based on the amount of money in my wallet, which is based on the economy, which gives the capitalists the power of how much they will pay me, and also like what's available to buy is not something that I'm in control of either, because that's something that's like built by a system that was there, that like the accumulation of things of a system that was there way before I was. Like, I'm all for like, you know, tear down the monopolies, like let's have more eco-friendly stuff, let's deal with like climate change, global warming and all that stuff. But like me personally, I can't really like, there's really not that many choices I can make. It's really, there's that sort of thing there. But it's true, you know, we all can do what we can, but at the same time, there's like 10 companies that pollute, like, they do 90% of the pollution. So, like, I'm not sure what you want me to do unless a death note falls into my hands at some point, which is funny that that's the first thought that I had, but I guess it's one of those, like, I mean, I feel like everyone's thought about it. Like, if you ever read Death Note, from then on, you just start thinking, okay, well, like, could I shape the world differently if I had a Death Note? Would I do it? And you start brainstorming, theory crafting, what you could change. And it's fascinating. Honestly, it's part of what makes Death Note one of the best, like, a manga anime of all time, just because it is such a perfect, like, okay, but like, what if? And just, like, takes it to the next level. And also the super fun, like, cat and mouse thing. And honestly, yeah, that's way up there on my list, I would have to say. It's kind of going to be a classic forever. I don't know if people who have already seen, watched, read Death Note, if you have also seen, like, there was a follow-up that came out, like, a couple years ago, like, a follow-up little, I think it's just, like, a chapter, maybe a couple chapters, but they were actually really interesting. That was fascinating. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I think about it a lot, but it's definitely one of those things I've thought about, because when you think about, like, okay, well, I have no power over the world. So the only, like, power fantasies you can really get are, like, okay, but, like, what if I was, like, Superman level powerful? Could I do something then? Or what's something I could do that could affect a lot of people all at the same time? And I feel like the Death Note is one of the ones that you think about that with, because, like, what else could you do to affect, like, politics, like, on a grand scale? That's the sort of thing that just, like, sure, temporary benevolent dictator, but, like, that's the thing, is I think most people wouldn't actually want the attention of being in charge of stuff. Like, if someone could, like, oh, I just take over the world and make everything better. Yeah, no, that's not a thing that I'd want to do. I'd want to be behind the scenes and just, like, low-key being like, no, this seems pretty obvious that this person shouldn't have the power that they have. I would at least like to be able to take their power from them. It's like, instead of a Death Note, I really wish it was, like, banknotes, and it just, like, takes their money and you can give it to someone else. Banknotes. Like, because that's really what you need, is, like, you just need to transfer power to other people. Checks and balances exist in the American government. They are supposed to. They're supposed to avoid that issue, and they still do a pretty alright job of dealing with some of the worst of it. But the fact is that the company is, and once we, like Citizens United was a huge mistake, legalizing lobbying was a huge mistake, and all this stuff, like, we've done that's just, again, accumulated over time. Like, I still blame Reagan for so much. Like, that guy started a waterfall of absolute horror that we are still dealing with, and we will be for a long time. But, like, it's still, I wish it could be better. Yeah, but it, like, loopholes always exist, but that's also why, like, we're supposed to have people who are, like, we're supposed to have, like, the judges and the Supreme Court and stuff, and their entire purpose is to look at a loophole and say, yeah, that's dumb. That shouldn't be a thing. Like, we're supposed to have the constant updating of amendments. We're supposed to have the constant updating of laws and stuff so that, like, we can fix loopholes faster. But the thing is that because of gerrymandering, because of, oh my gosh, I'm literally blanking. What's it called? Filibustering, where, like, and adding riders to bills where you just kill bills on the floor because you need all this stuff. It's just, there's so many things that, like, clog up the process. Yeah, sometimes the judges are the ones looking for loopholes. Usually it's, I think, the lawyers. Yeah, yo, Rue Sticks, it is. I am the digital cat in a digital jam who's apparently having opinions about politics today. Not, like, controversial ones. These are pretty generic, honestly. Yeah, I would agree. Anyways, you humans are the ones who cannot be forgiven. Yes, I do not have bones. This is fact. Unless I'm in a human shape form, then I can break them.
うるさくわめきうごめく人間どもが喜べ貴 様ら人間の罪はこの竜帝エグザモンが焼き尽くしてくれよう。
Examon the Dragon Emperor!
この世界の終わりの始まりだ。
まずい。エグザモンを止めなければ人間世界は本当に壊滅してしまうぞ。
Yeah, what did I stream when I had a broken arm? Because I know I couldn't do stuff with a controller for a long time. It must have been something that was like point and click, basically. Which works. There's a lot of games that are point and click, but still. Gosh. Like, don't even remember now. It was long enough ago. That's kind of cool. But also kind of wow, time flies.
なんとかなる感じじゃないかも。
We have our friends!
力を合わせましょう。我が盟友の声。
This is feeling final bossy, but I also know it's it's not.
守りたい思いが強ければ強いほど僕らディナもこっちの世界を気に入ってるみたいだし壊させるわけにはいかないな。
これだけの力が集まればいける。
I hope everyone actually joins the battle.
あの少年を見ていないか。こちらに向かったはずだが。そうか。奴は私の追跡をかわしながらも、次は確実に仕留めねば。
Yep, that's how I know it's not the final boss, because we still haven't dealt with that part of the plot. Yeah, this feels like a nice classic JRPG massive boss. Yes, correct. There was a time where I leaned forward on a chair in a way that I really super shouldn't have, by like upside down leaning forward in a chair, and fell directly on my butt and broke my tailbone. And then yeah, I remember that was in Seattle. That I remember. I remember I could play most anything, though I just kind of had to yell at the microphone because it was far away, because I couldn't sit. I had to like craft a like basically a donut-shaped chair so that nothing was putting pressure anywhere near my butt bone and lounge. It was a time. It was certainly interesting. Yes, this might take a while. Can we decrease his int? I did heal. It's true, I got there. I feel like it did not affect him at all. That's okay. Yep, Chaos Degradation is gonna be my jam. 5,000. 5,000 damage. Yeah, just give him the old poo throw. Hey, look, it even does double damage. Oh, look at you. You did more damage than, like, gold Digimon. Oh, no, we're not allowed to beat him. We were actually doing okay. What do you mean we can't use ordinary means? It was fine. Oh, we were trying to stop it? Yeah, no, that's not a thing we can do.
このままじゃお師匠様にぶん殴られちゃう。僕も行く。このまま逃がしたらリナに蹴っ飛ばされそうだ。
ここは彼らに任せておこう。
They weren't okay.
今は体勢を立て直さなければ。リュウクモン、大丈夫？
Did you guys even get hit?
ああ、なんとかな。
そうかい。鮮度が落ちてなくてよかった。
Oh, there he is. Arata.
危ない。
Hey, what up?
遅えんだよ。
すわ。
You gonna eat Gallantmon? Oh, that's... Oh no, Arata, now you're evil. Now you're a bad guy. Like, it was already questionable the direction you were heading before Sasuke, but like... Yeah, that's evil.
これがロイヤルナイツの力か。こいつ効くぜ。
Yeah, you ate him.
力が溢れてきやがる。これだ、この力だ。俺が求めていたのはこれだ。
So what happened to your Digimon, boy? Did you eat your own Digimon too?
何なの？
Why didn't we stop him?
何なの？
Why did we just watch him eat our friend?
ねえ、何なのよ。どうしてこうなっちゃったの？ちょっと誰か何か言ってよ。
ロードナイトモンを取り逃がし、エグザモンも抑えられず。
It's true. He just sort of walked off screen normally.
そして盟友デュークモンまで失った。作戦は完全に失敗だ。
He should have just like anime jumped away. That would have been fitting. Like they just like cut back to this and then just cut to a scene of just like doing the classic like, but just like jump into the sky, disappear type of thing. Because just like eating a guy and then just walking away as though nothing happened is that's interesting.
一度事務所へ戻って体勢を立て直しましょう。皆さん、エグザモンとの戦いで消耗しています。
Is Examon's on the news? They were definitely not expecting me to deal 5,000 damage, but they also gave me access to a Digimon that deals percent-based damage. So really, that's on them.
現在東京上空を飛行しながら各都市に甚大な被害をもたらしています。これに対し政府は非常事態宣言を発令、防衛隊を出動させ厳重な警戒態勢を敷いています。一般国民には冷静な行動を心がけるよう呼びかけています。
やはりエグザモンはとてつもない脅威だな。
I mean, yeah, we kind of figured that out.
ごめんなさい。私たちが失敗したから。
I mean, technically, we were on our way to killing him, but we got stopped by the
過去を悔やんで
flood.
も仕方がない。あの場では他に尽くす手はなかった。それにまだ全てが終わったわけではないさ。
I mean, I was getting this is not the final boss vibes, but this is probably the final boss, but I should have thought that like, oh, they're just gonna like make us not fight him. He's just gonna disappear.
エグザモンの動きを分析すると、一定期間の活動後、必ず休眠行動に入っている。
Ah, we'll kill him while he
エ
sleeps.
グザモンの持つ桁違いのデータ質量を維持するには、膨大なデジタルウェーブが必要となるようだ。
とんでもなく燃費が悪い。ということですね。
そのようだな。そして休眠行動の際、外部からデジタルウェーブの供給が行われている。デジタルラインを経由して。
デジタルラインをってことは、やっぱりロードナイトモンの仕業なの？
He could do 100 damage to 3 targets, and actually, we've had things that dealt more damage to us in the past. Like the amount of damage he was doing was not unexpected. It was not that ridiculous. But yeah, no, we've done thousands before. It's usually the percentage-based damages when we do thousands, but yeah, no, I mean, still.
デジタルウェーブを供給しつつ、一部バグ化したエグザモンをイーターと同様の制御法で操っていると考えられる。であれば、デジタルウェーブの供給を遮断することでエグザモンは弱体化し、ロードナイトモンの制御下からも解放できるはずだ。
さすが京子さん。迅速かつこれ以上ない精度のリカバリー。
Alright, so we already have a plan.
褒めてもうまいコーヒーくらいしか出てこ。
いえ、決してそういうつもりでは。
残念だが今はそれどころではない。話を続けよう。こちらでデジタルウェーブの流れをたどってみたところ、クーロン内部に デジタルウェーブの流れが幾重にも重なる交流点を検知した。そこがデジタルラインへデジタルウェーブを流し込む正義。
その場所にリエさんが、ロードナイトモンがいる。
可能性がないわけではないな。
それじゃあ私が行きます。私に行かせてください。
エグザモン戦で消耗したオメガモンたちの回復を待ちつつ、確かな情報を収集した後行動す。その剣幕では止めても無駄。遊具として活動していた君の能力の高さは今さら疑うべくもない。
I mean, yeah, you do still have
今
a
後の作戦
Digimon.
においても大きな戦力となるだろう。だがことここに至って単独行動など論外だ。
Don't worry, you're not expected to work alone. We'll just make the main character take care of everything like we always do. We've got Goku syndrome in here.
はい。
Don't worry, got you guys.
よろしい。目指す交流点はクーロンレベル5エリアの奥に
Kowloon 5.
重要な拠点。トラップなどの厳重な警戒態勢は必須。
I'm excited now.
では
Take me to
よろしく
Kowloon
お願い。
5.
怒りというより気負いだな。ロードナイトモンが父親の仇と判明した今、無理からぬ話ではあるが、あの状態では思わぬ過失を招きかねない。
All of these are the same answer. I'll stick to her like glue. Just kidding.
何やら心得違いをしているようだ
No,
な。
no, no, no. Don't send me back into filler land. I was in non-filler land for like 20 minutes.
どれ？あれ？
No.
リラックス効果のあるハーブ13種類をブレンドした特製ハーブティーだ。
Which 13
そのハーブ
herbs?
ティーでコーヒーを入れ、さらに
Oh.
豆腐、煮干し、バナナ、イチゴを加える。いずれもストレス解消効果が期待される食材だよ。
Can't just have normal tea.
私はストレスとか特にあれなんで、それじゃあファイト。
Banana fact, there are bananas in her
完成
tea.
だ。
There are bananas in her coffee, which is a crime. Yep, this definitely causes more stress. Okay, so nothing here. Alright, can we go? Yeah, can we go to Kowloon now? The answer is maybe. Oh, maybe we should check if we need a Digivolve. Do. None of y'all can Digivolve, which is fine. That's what I expected. Oh, you could Digivolve, but that's not who I want you to Digivolve to. I want you to Digivolve to this guy. So that might take a little longer. What? What do you mean? You already have that thing. Okay, I guess we'll wait, a little longer. Oh, what was he? Is he a Dark Digimon? This is why I should always name my Digimon. He was a Dark Digimon. This will make sense if I looked at— yeah, he's Dark Digimon. That's what we need. Okay. Aces, that actually might work. We might actually just be able to let him be that thing and Grape Lamon. Yeah, he can keep like Digivolving him. So we can figure out how to get that Superboy. Do. Alright. Time to go to Kowloon 5. That's Eden. just need to go up here. Excuse me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where am I supposed to go then? This was the only place I knew. Stick to her like glue. Where'd she go? Game, where'd she go? Cause like, I'll be honest, searching around randomly is not ideal. So, okay. Alright. I guess we'll try going. Yeah, I'll just try this. Unknown directions. Is she in the internet? There's only one place in the internet where people hang out. Nope. Unless you have to go deeper to see it, but like... What? Seriously? Cutscene. What were you doing, Kotka? I waited for a while at the meeting place. This is a meeting place. I went to Kowloon 5. Please come join me. Okay. I guess I was supposed to meet here, but who was gonna tell me that? This is why I prefer to have, like, big markers on games that tell me where to go. I know some people are just like, but it's so not immersive. And yet... I had to go to Kowloon 1 to get a message to go to Kowloon 5. That's fine. That's totally reasonable. At least we get to actually see what Kowloon 5 is like, so that's pretty neat. I always love going to new areas. So like nothing here. Hey girl, hey, what's up? That is not a wall. That is a door.
交流点はこのエリアの奥にあるはずですが、他にルートはないので、どうにかしないと。早くどうにかしないと、また逃がしてしまいます。
I mean, considering it's the internet, all data can be changed.
その仇をもうすぐ撃てるかもしれない。
There was literally a Digimon that can go between dimensions, like can make portals between dimensions. So getting past a wall seems very doable.
当然です。それが悪いことですか。私の身が心配なだけ。心配してくれだなんて。あなたは本当に幸せな人ですね。以前助けてもらったことは感謝しています。ですが、友達ぶって妙な気を回さないでもらえますか。私の心の中で何を見聞きしたか知りませんけど。私、
We're not. Why are we not
友達になった
friends?
つもりはありませんか。
Oh, we're not friends. We're so much more than that.
は？これだけ言いたいことが言える相手となら友達になれる？なんですかそのお花畑の理屈は。そんな甘ったるい言葉で私を丸め込めるとでも？
I bet it's working.
まったくあなたって人は呆れて物も。
いやいや、これは上白社長代行殿ではありませんか。
Yes, acting president because, you know, companies work like monarchies. They get passed to the heir.
ご機嫌うるわしゅう。
スエド。
そこまで警戒する必要がありますかね。お互い知った顔じゃないですか。
Yeah, we know you're an absolute crazy person.
おや、あなた怒ってらっしゃる？察するに新くんの件でしょうか。
There's so many things that could be upsetting me,
この人
friend.
から聞きました。新さんに何をしたんですか？
いや、少しばかりお手伝いしただけですよ。彼のひいてはそれが私の望みを叶えることにもなる。利害が一致していますし、彼との
答えになっていません。新さんに一体何を？
進化を促したとでも言
By
って
your
おきましょ
sister
う
did
か。
his evolution.
彼は力を欲していましたですが、今の肉体のままでは仮に力を手に入れることができたとしても限界がある。そこで
Oh.
彼にイーターとの同化を進めてみました。
Cool. Well, he ate a royal knight,
彼は
so
勧めを受け入れ、イーターと同化し優れた能力を獲得した。イーターがデータを捕食して情報を蓄えるように、彼はデータを吸収して力を増大させることができるのです。
why don't you just eat all the eaters? Just saying. Like, actually, that would solve a lot of
変容
problems.
させながら
Just eat the
有
eaters.
激な力の増大の影響か多少高揚状態にあるようですが、何心配はありません。優子さん、あなたがイーターと同化した時のデータが役に立ちました。いや、こっそりモニターしておいてよかった。
Demanded your status on the sly. How
あな
exactly?
たの時は完全に取り込まれてしまいましたが、その点はご安心を。しっかり調整して新くんの優位をバッチリ条件付けてありますので。はて、あなたは何故何を起こるのです？彼は彼の望み通
Evolution
り
he
に
wished
進化している
for.
のです
I mean, you're taking advantage of a child who literally is scared and thus they want more power. Like,
彼の望みを
the only reason he wants power is because he's scared. Like, yeah, that doesn't seem healthy. It's definitely not legal. There's nothing legal going on here.
スエドウさん、あなたはリエさんの正体に気づいていたんですか？その上で協力を？
彼女の精神が人間ではない何者かであることには気づいていました。
I noticed Ray wasn't human,
ただ
which was pretty
そ
exciting,
れが
honestly.
ロードナイトモンというデジモンだったとまではさ付け加えるとすれば、彼女の行為には私もほとほと困り果てているのです。彼女は人類だけでなく世界そのものを破滅に導こうとしています。
Yes, that would affect you too.
私の望みとはかけ離れている。いや、もはや暴挙以外の何者でもない。私の夢はあくまで世界の進化であって破滅ではないのですから。
Yes, for some reason the English translated name for Lord Nightmon is Crusader Mine, and I think it has to do with, I don't know how old this Digimon is, but for localization purposes, I think because of the feminine and actually, like, I don't even know if Crusader Mon is female or if they just changed the pronouns for it in English, because you really don't need to use pronouns in Japanese at all. Like, you don't need to refer to someone as being like a woman or a man for the most part. So, like, I think there's something weird with gender and localization that is happening or happened way back when, and they're being consistent with an older translation. And that's fascinating to me. I kind of want to look up the difference between it.
そこでお二方に提案です。我々は最終的な目標こそ違えど、現段階での利害は一致しているはず。
Maybe we can figure out by, like, trying to listen to, like, what pronouns Lord Nightmon uses for themselves. Like, Are they gonna use Boku? Are they gonna use no, Watashi? Like, there's a couple that could give up, like, you know, tell us basically what happened.
協力あなたに
彼女がデジタルウェーブの制御に使っているプログラムはゆえに私ならば造作もなく停止させることが可能です。ですがロードナイトモンさんに襲われたら私などはひとたまりもありません。そこで当座の目的達成までボディーガードを依頼したく。
I mean, Lord Nightmon did want to kill all humans, and you are a human, Zoido, so...
ここは彼と協力しましょう。少なくとも今すぐにでも世界を滅ぼそうとしているリエさんよりは話が通じる相手です。
いやいや助かります。それでは早速。
Also, I know how to open walls.
いざ。
Ooh, pretty. Oh, that's very pretty. No, don't stop animating it. Such incredible density for a digital wave behavior to be visible at such a level. If we make it that far, can we stop the flow? Yes, we just enter the shutout command directly. Doing that will block the digital wave flow and should halt the supply to Examon as well. There are traps set up through the area. An interference field is jamming communication with the outside too. How very thorough. Does that mean that Crusadermon is hiding somewhere in this area after all? I do seem to be detecting a large data mass. Did you just call Lord Crusadermon fat? I don't know if it's Crusadermon, but it is certainly one of the entities known as the Royal Knights. Guess we'll find out. Do 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 do. You know what they say. Blank around. Find out. Ta-da! Log of a hacker who passed through long ago left as a message for hackers to come. Hacker hint, darkness lies ahead. If you think you're a great hacker, then you know not to underestimate what looks like nothing at all. Eden's just a collection of data. It's easy to forget with the barrage of data sent to Avatar's 5 senses. It's not the real world. A place you thought was a path can suddenly become something completely different. Darkness is what lies ahead. If you're a skilled enough hacker to be able to decrypt this log, you should be able to figure out what that really means. Why wouldn't you just, like, oh, if you're skilled enough to decrypt this, then, like, you should just know what I'm talking about. Just, like, why don't you just, like, be like, hey, there's gonna be invisible paths. You should keep that in mind. Fantastic. You know what's gonna be the worst about that is that how much time it's gonna take to do the loading screens between all those areas. Slap him. Slap him. Really? You slap him. So it's like, there are surprise black holes. They're invisible, so you have to play guess and check. And also deal with loading screens. Oh no, they're there forever. Well, that's something. I'm certain those wicked traps could have only been sent by a Crusadermon. Probably in order to buy time. They are underhanded as well as malicious. Miss Ray's personality seems to be shining through. What are you laughing at? I'll call you Yuko the Black-Hearted. You jerk. It sounds like there's confusion on Rodonaitamon being called Lord, Lode, or Rodo. They couldn't figure out is the cake like the Lord of the Knights. I mean, I guess they got no context. They just gave it Crusadermon instead. You know what? Okay, that's... You know, I'm glad it's not a gender thing, actually. It's nice to hear. Rhododendron design scheme. Yep. Oh my goodness. Yeah, pretty much that's kind of the downside of Japanese is that it could be, when Japanese does the English, you have very little idea what they're referring. Slap them up. I know it's not gonna be enough. It wasn't supposed to be enough. Boing. And he's out. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable. Aha! It's funny because you get to go backwards so many times. Probably to, you know what it is? It's probably to stall. It's probably to delay and make sure the game feels longer. 'Cause it's not a puzzle. There's no puzzle involved. You can't figure out where these things are. You just have to play guess and check. Yeah, give me the thing. Kill them, kill them, kill them. Toast, even you at 99% XP, you still can't one-shot these guys. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad, buddy. Your Data Squad links chronologically with different names. Dodo Nightamon. Really? What were all the names? What were all the names that were used? Aha! It's back to the beginning. A classic trick. Alright, so we got some very, very bad guys here. Crusadermon, Load Nightmon, Road Nightmon. like they couldn't like just find out what the character was. They couldn't like, you know, look up any context about the character at all. Like they were just like, nah. It's definitely low. To be fair though, there are some absolutely ridiculous Digimon names, but still, oh my god. No, my favorite is definitely Road Nightmon. Obvious, that's for sure. You know, I would expect Road Nightmon to have a motorcycle. Just saying. Beelzemon has a motorcycle. Mem up, my favorite thing. Alright, we're gonna save because we get past that annoying thing. Alright. Wrong button. Now we get to find out what the hint is here. We'll see how helpful that is. Log of a hacker. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you think you're a great hacker, then you won't hesitate to go anywhere, even places you thought were dangerous. We're hackers, aren't we? An off-limits path or a secret door, those restrictions don't apply to us. No one can tell a hacker what to do. Even whether to go ahead or turn back, that's something you decide for yourself. But don't forget, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay? It's the same. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see. Alright, minimum, let's go this way this time. Oh, it's too dangerous. It makes me go backwards. Like, these traps don't kill you, they just make you go backwards, which is just like, yeah? And what part of that is like super duper dangerous, scary? There you go, one-shotting things. That's what it should look like. This looks like a save point. Alright, real quick, because we need our boy Toast to have all the good stuff. Now maybe we can Digivolve Grouplemon? No. Because for some reason we still have defense at 131. And we need, here's the thing, so we need 130 defense. And we only have 131. So we can't Digivolve him. As you see, it makes perfect sense. It makes 100% sense. But that's fine. We'll just wait till he has like, oh, I don't know, 135 or something. Then maybe we'll be able to do the thing. The interchange. Oh hey, a guy we haven't beat up yet. Digimon with a huge spear. Craniamon.
リエさんはロードナイトモンはどこにいる？
答える必要はない。お前たちはここで果てるのだ。
いや、ちょいと失礼。一つ聞きたいことがありまして。
スウェドさん。
スウェド？ロードナイトモンに協力していた人間か。
Road Nightmon was a machine translation. For the Japanese singers, yep, that makes sense. But at the same time, hey, this is one of those reasons why you can't really trust machine translation. Can't trust the chat Gippities. Chat Gippity is not gonna be a perfect translator. Nothing can be a perfect translator. You need context. A lot of it.
奴の策略に気づかず、人間を裏切っていたとは、なんとも哀れだな。
Oh, you know what, Craniamon? That is exactly how I feel about Suedo too.
事実とは少々異なるようですが、まあ、さまつなことだ。どうでもよろしい。それより、クレニアムモンさん、あなたもロードナイトモンさんと同じく現実世界すべての破滅を
イグドラシルの意志は人間世界の破滅だ。他の動植物の生命まで奪うつもりはない。
なるほど。では、私に協力していただけませんかね。
なんだと？
私は人間を進化させたいと考えています。愚かしく惨めな存在からこれより生まれる完璧なまでに美しい世界を享受できる存在へと。そうなればあなた方デジモンとも隣り合う世界の住人同士どうです？他の種族の進化に貢献できるまたとない機会ですよ。
Like you're gonna get over this guy's head.
生命体としてこれ以上ないほどの晴れがましい機会です。
Well, this guy's basically Skeletormon, so...
理解できんな。
Right, I don't understand you.
返答するまでもない。そもそもどのような申し出であれ、貴様への協力は人間への協力に他ならん。
Oh yeah, see the reflection on this guy is the exact same Japanese room. So I think they just used that one reflection map. Oh no, it's outside. That's the outside of a building. Yeah, it's an outside area. It's on the street.
やれやれ。神への猛獣ですか？実に愚かしい。
様、我が忠義を愚弄するか。
思考の停止、意志の欠如。まったく嘆かわしい限りですね。
おのれ、言わせておけば、イグドラシルへの忠義こそ誉れであり誇り。 我が魔僧クラウソラスにて妄言ごとつゆと散らしてくれるわ。
Is there a reason you had to fire him up, buddy?
怒らせちゃいましたね。失敬失敬。では、あと。
え？
私、アランごとは極めて増えてでし。あ、ほら、来ました。
He got him angry and now we have to deal with it. We could have just been like, nope, this guy's talking. No, he's not in charge. This guy, he's a mistake. There's no music. Oh, there it is. It's taking a second to kick in. Resist. Yes, degradation really is like MVP. Does so much damage. Oh yeah, that's right. You have a Digimon. Do. You should just slap. You don't really. Ooh, that's a terrible place to get the chain attack. Chaos! Degradation! And up, still good bang for buck. Slap. Really? 10 damage? You have a strong Digimon, girl, but like, it's not doing much of anything. I'm be real with you. Like, the slap from XP Num Num on literally did more damage. Like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I don't think it can do more than percentage, but sometimes it does. Yeah, okay. It looks like he's being healed, but like any damage he takes doesn't seem to actually matter, so. Oh, Toast. You're doing so good. Yes, please connect the attacks again. Oh, we're so close. Miss. Yeah? Yeah, buddy? You wanna do that? You wanna miss? Yeah, just hit him with a flare. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, he's dead. Got him. Oh, maybe Graplemon can Digivolve now. I feared these feelings.
わずかなものではあったが、それが弱さとなったのだろう。
The resolve was not strong enough.
そういうことは先に言っておいてほしかったですね。たとえ弱さであったとしても、疑いの心を持つということは、そこにあなたの意志があった何よりの証拠ですから。
That's actually kind of true.
それは紛れもない変化です。
憎らしい奇妙で愉快な存在だな。やはり。
いやー、消えてしまいましたか。悲しいですね。なんと儚いことか。
白々しい言葉ですね。こうなるよう仕向けたのはあなた。
反論はしませんが、事実は事実。どうあれ、悲しいことは悲しいのですよ。
Ta-da!
さあ、これで供給は止まりました。エグザモンは力を失い始めるでしょう。
Whoa, will this weaken Examon and make him easier to beat in battle?
あなたも父の死に関わっている。
お父上の死は彼が描いていたエデンの理想像は本当に素晴らしかった。ロードナイトモンの暴走を止められなかったことを私は今でも悔やんでいます。それに家族を失う悲しみは理解しているつもりです。
I literally don't trust you,
ロー
Sleuth.
ドナイトモンは父の作ったエデンがデジタルワールドを蝕んだと。父やその子供たちにも罪があると言っていました。だから人間を滅ぼすのだと。自業自得だと。本当にそうなんですか？あなたは真実を知っているんじゃないですか？
おやめなさい。悲しい記憶を取り戻すのは新くんだけで十分です。しかし私の理想が叶えば全ての人間が悲しみから解放され、もちろん私はこの世界から悲しみを、生まれてしまった悲しみを生み出す原因を
You want to eliminate grief?
人間も世界も
That's
私がこの
impossible.
手で進化させてみせる。
めちゃくちゃです。正気とは思えません。そんなことできるはずないのに。
I feel like most of them, Bulldog, most of them seem to have problems with posture,
そうですね。
and thus their spines are all higgledy-piggledy.
今これも悲しい事実の一つです。ではまたいずれ。
悲しみをなくしたい。人間を進化させる。そんなこと不可能に決まっています。あまりに子供じみています。
Girl, ain't that a fact?
絵空事を言っているようには見えなかった。狂っているようにも。私
He's not worth understanding. I see. Nice work. You may have stopped the digital wave supply to Examon, but given his sheer data volume, we're not liable to see a big effect right away. For now, we'll have to wait and see. Must be going then. Goodbye. Oh, and Kotka. Sorry for the nasty things I said earlier. I was thinking about Miss Ray. I wasn't in the right headspace. You know, we met, I said all that. You don't know what I'm talking about? Then never mind. I said never mind, just forget it. Something else, Kotka. I said forget it, didn't I? Then I'll make you forget it. Which do you prefer, hacking or a crowbar? So you've forgotten then? Alright. No problem. Must be going. Goodbye once more. Violent child. Seems as if Yuko Kamishito has changed somehow. Something happened? But she did merge with her brother. Summoned her Yuko the Black-Hearted version. Perhaps it's her doppelganger or something. No, if that was the case, she couldn't talk to us. Doppelgangers can't open their mouths. Then my next guess would be bilocation. She has created another copy of herself through force of will. But why? And to what end? Might be an expression of her persona. Everyone knows she grew up wearing several different masks. The daughter of a CEO, the leader of a hacker team, the unhappy girl growing up alone. Wouldn't be much of a stretch for her to use those abilities to serve her in the real world. It's gotten interesting. This is how a mystery case should be, rife with riddles. Give me the goods. Yes. Oh, yes. We can put more Digimon in our party now. Go be productive, take on some cases. There is a Nakano bulletin board. Go take a look at it if that's what you're into. A bulletin board? Nope. Definitely not this thing. I always try talking to our purple hair friend. Get back to your real job. Nope. You can't make me. Alright, Grape Lemon. There you go. How many did it take? The defense is exactly the same. Okay. Alright. So now let's try to get this bad boy hip-hopping happening. Got 72 ABI, that should be enough, honestly. Could always just do it again later if we've got to. Give it a go, old boy. Give it a go. What's your cam at? 22. Yeah, we could fix that. Who else do we want to put in our party? Kitku! Can we just like do party? God, we can! Lord have mercy. We still have space? Seriously? We still have space in our party even after adding Kitku? Whoa, we really did get a whole lot of upgrade. Alright. Who else do we want to level up? Let's see who we want to give some Digivolutions to. Digimon, that requires actual effort. Galmon, we could. Or Dramon. I'm looking for something that like has a Digivolution that we haven't done yet. That's a bit difficult. Dynamon is already complete. That might take a little while. Maybe not that much. So let's get... So actually, Kitsu, you already have like 9 levels, so let's add this bad boy. And Tankmon already has some stuff. Stingmon. That's a lot of stuff to think about. Goals and Numamon. Come on, what do you do? Increases drop rate for items. That's pretty cool. You beat the Katamari level. Hey, congrats. So how much more Katamari shenanigans do you got going on then? Like, how much more before how much more before you beat it, do you think? Come on. Well, that's 2 possibilities there. Possibility still requires, like, you know, ABI. Phantomon! Oh. Oh, he can become a Barbamon! That's cool. No clue what that could be. This seems very doable. Shiny is shiny. Already got some good things with shiny. Puddle. Oh, yeah, you come to the party, Puddle. I hate how I can't, like, look at that just however I want to. Oh. Okay, you can't actually fit then. Oh, we already, like, almost exceeded. That's fine, no worries, no worries. I'll cuddle later. The game facts. Oh, yeah. Wow, 100%. I mean, that is amazing. Like, I literally cannot imagine getting to 100% on Katamari. It's actually definitely, 100%ing way too hard for me. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw a monster shadow inside Nakano Broadway. Bizarre things are happening more and more. What's gonna happen to us? Detective agency's gotta be behind this. I didn't read that last part. No, it's this and not, like anything else. Hey, we got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard Hold on, what's this about bulletin board? People are saying this place is taking a turn for the even weirder, alright. Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration they're letting out now. Definitely aren't lacking in people who've got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. See what we can do to clear our good name, what do you say? How? Yeah, there it is. The required case. Hi. Hey there, May. You're early today. Of course, and we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club. How could we not rush on over? May, come down. You're a little overeager. Sorry, Detective. She's still a little worked up. That's May for you. Wouldn't have it any other way. I see it's the same gang from my Shibuya Hirasaka experiment earlier as well. Color me surprised to see you all still a part of the occult club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. That's on May. After that experiment, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Oh, to you all now that know there really are strange mysteries like that lurking around in the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you. If you get caught, it's up in something serious one of these days. I'm doing the research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're up against to survive. Everyone knows that. Or 100% that some other games, maybe. I mean, like I said, I don't 100% like anything. I think the only game that I 100%ed with y'all was Okami, which was huge. That was a big feat for me. That was a huge, big deal. And still, oh wait, actually no, there's another game that I've 100%ed, and it's, I didn't stream it. It was, Super Mario Wonder. That was really hard, and yet 100%ing that was actually really, 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 really satisfying. That game is incredible. I highly recommend Wonder to absolutely everyone. Like, it's a fantastic game. It's even better if you play it with someone else, obviously. Even just one other person. 4 people might be a bit chaotic, but also probably fun, but one other person, pretty good. Yeah. It's true, no, it's not. No. I think you don't need that kind of 100%, where you need to have rolled up every item. No, that's a bit much. Anyway, sorry to call you all out here when you're so busy as is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. We hear the occult is afoot somewhere. We can't help but come running as fast as we can. It's our job as the Inoden Occult Research Club. Well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, this is a filler case, and we have to do this before we can get anywhere close to fighting the final boss. So Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomena going on these days. Why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? Well, you put it like that. Isn't it obvious? Nakano leagues apart from anything else you could call an occult mecca around here. Exactly, couldn't have better myself. Kenji, that's just what I'd hope for out of Vice President. No, May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors, getting her all hyped up even more, you know? Well, what I said is true. All sorts of weird, unusual things going down here in Nakano. I mean, there's a bleeding mural. It's said to have blood gushing out of the mouths and eyes in the lobby on the first floor lobby, for starters. Then there's a skeleton pool, home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turn to bones overnight. Rumor had it also late at night there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hibin sabbat. And then you've also got the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All those things remained unsolved, so naturally. Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them all already. What, you did? Already solved them? This is already talk. This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something weird's up, of course I'm gonna look around. That's all long in the past. Aw. Why the long-faced? Didn't say this case wouldn't be up your alley. Kenji, what's wrong with you? Yeah, Kenji. Kenji. As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? Well, of course then, we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. Fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today's case. As we've already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for the supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, and so they've asked me to solve some. Even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. Oh goodness. Yawn caught me out of nowhere. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here. I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities, okay. Legend behind 3-legged Matthew who wanders around these parts in search of something. 22, the Katakata, who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last but not least, see what you can find about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Oh, those all sound great. This would be fun to work on. I've given these legends their names based on eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now it's up to you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends, alright? What do you say? Will you go for it? This is so exciting. I can't wait to get started. Okay, everyone, go to the K Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. Me, wait up! Those two sure can't contain themselves. Well, better indulge them and head on over, not that we have much of a choice. Don't think you get to take it easy now, you're joining them too.
This may be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant just kind of zones out sometimes. Is everything alright?
Nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Kutka's body. Control over data is slipping. Really, Kutka seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. Well, now that we're finally well into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, might as well start on the 1st floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the report of 3-legged Matthew seems to center around this floor, I'll start with that and go from there. Okay, let's get to work. Alright. So... 30 years ago, there was this popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. That's... okay. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll showed up later. Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. Okay. Wouldn't go that way if I were you. Bad direction to head in this hour. Okay. There's an epilogue. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping up his body and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan. We tried to send her the final piece, a single leg. As it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's been walking around with much difficulty on his 3 legs, roaming here and there, forever searching for memories of the good old days he and Anita once had. That's a pretty messed up doll story. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think Manaka and Kenji make a cute pair, don't you? Oh, don't tell them I said that. Neat. Feels really creepy at night here. I mean, during the day there's some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing out of the ordinary here. On to the 2nd floor. Oh boy. Now to turn our attention to Katakata. Time's a wasting, off we go. Am I just gonna walk around and talk to people and get stories? Katakata is derived from the famous Teke Teke legend. Teke Teke is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Katakata is therefore an altered version that Teke Teke came to adopt after many years. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the other guy. Teke Teke comes from the sound she makes when she moves with her arms. So where does Katakata come from? I don't think anyone up against a spirit that can go 150 kilometers per hour would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. And I guess such a fraidy cat, but she loves it when Kenji talks about occult stories all passionately and stuff. Nothing to report here either. Alright, time to go to the 3rd floor. What's up here? Let's split up and get to work. Okay. You seem totally bored, Lily. You're just spouting weird stuff now. Hey, Manaka, how are things going with you and Kenji? How far have you two progressed? Tell me. What better time to start to talk about love than the middle of the night? If you happen to meet Katakata, she'll ask, need your legs? And if you don't give her the right answer, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Figured out why she's called Katakata. Originally lost her legs after falling onto train tracks in Hokkaido, so maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? We got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find on the 4th floor. Alright, come to us, Reaper Elevator. Make thyself known. It's past 2 a.m. Why? Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it and everything. There's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see that Grim Reaper at least once in my life. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't want that. Right? Pick a leg, something more manageable. A third eye, right? I mean, it's also like a doll. So like it's a story about these dolls. So I'm even more confused as to what, like, did he just pick up the doll leg on as a doll and sew it onto his body? Like, what? Hey, it's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Or even just like one extra finger. There's like so much. If you had to like take a body part, like that's not the one I would go for. A whole leg. Hey, we're getting worried about you. Why don't we take a break at the K Cafe? We met up earlier yesterday afternoon. The owner said it was fine. He says there's a break room. It shouldn't be locked. I'm in favor. I'm beat. I could use a rest after all that investigating. We can't. There's still Kotsu to check. We have to check everything, top to bottom. There has to be something. Right, we get it. Let's just go inside K Cafe for a bit so we can reassess. There's gonna be a thing inside the cafe. There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, nothing. Cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day you do this sort of work? I just want to see Matthew, Katakata, Reaper Elevator, and Master Tip Tap. It's okay, May. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? What's wrong? Did you guys hear it? I actually literally hear nothing. Right. Is that the elevator? Oh, now there's music. Right? A doll with teeth that chatter? Oh wait, I think the other thing was the katakata, I think, is a spirit, so that's not a doll. That one's a spirit. She's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Maybe it's a cop. Hello, Minty Cow. Welcome. Yeah, it's like they kind of like smashed a bunch of stuff together, so I'm also having trouble keeping track of it. It's funny when he's like, Pete's like, you know, Kotka seems to be spacing out a lot. I'm like, ah, yes, I am. Wait, you mean in the game? Yes, also that. It's the Reaper Elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Tip tap, tip tap. Is it Master Tip Tap? Kata kata kata. That's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Wait, is it someone's voice? What's going on? What are you kids doing in here? That's the same question. Why are you so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax around this time. Not even 4 yet. Well, that actually makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the K Cafe owner had this place unlocked. So this guy can use it. Hey, Kotko, what's wrong? Wait, am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What are you blathering about, Kata Kata? Those dentures, are they making that chattering noise because they're misaligned? You came from the elevator, which would make you the Reaper? Who are you calling a Reaper? So no, I didn't put that all together myself earlier, right? Just some old guy. A cane for a third leg. Tapping sound must have come from... You gonna tell me that this old guy is the one behind all of the local urban legends here? You have to be kidding. Oh, These mournful cries could be heard all throughout the building that night, which will be the start of a new urban legend. Looks like you guys came through and solved all the mysteries. Couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found out. What's so good about it? Just an old guy that takes early morning walks. Perhaps, but they say truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have seen any of this coming? Us. I think we could have. Let me ask you something. While you were out running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say such strong human imaginations are key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I kind of get it, but I also don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read deeply into them. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have, it's given you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe I have my files to hand off as your reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve these other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our own efforts and our boundless passion and imagination. Oh, that's a fantastic attitude to have. Wow, Kenji, it's actually kind of cool of you to say. Perhaps that's out of line, then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry, but no, we'll still take them off your hands, detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying any attention to what's going on? So, you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Yeah, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll go ahead and read them myself. Poor Kenji. I mean, that's not fair. Here was thinking I was acting cool for once, too. Oh, Kenji, you did great. Don't let this get you down. Just try harder next time. And take off now. Catch you two later. Looks like it's just the two of us again, Kotka. Didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that those issues have been taken care of. Hopefully that'll improve our standing a little bit. Those occult club kids are something, though. They're growing up fast. Maybe one of these days they'll start to be a friendly rival of yours. That'd be fun, right? Oh, something spooky. What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Miko! Aw, he's Pete's friend. Sleuth rank up. Famed Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, boy. It's always interesting how mysteries often lead and tie into one another, but I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Haven't seen Pete in a while. Doubt he's left Nakano Broadway. Okay. Alright, I thought that was just going to be the end of the story, but I guess that continues. No matter how wacky things become, the cover of our special brand? Nope. Seriously? So where exactly is the clue of, like, where I'm supposed to look for Pete? Yeah? Yeah, game? I haven't seen Pete in a while. We see a clip of, like, seeing the ghost of Pete up on the 4th floor, but, like, literally no other clues. Yeah, he's somewhere on Nakano Broadway. Better walk around. Okie dokie. Do. Gotta walk around and see all the things and eventually find, like, some kind of something. I don't know why they don't just tell me where to go. You know, I guess immersion or something, but in reality, all I do is run around until I see an exclamation point, so how much immersion am I really missing? Oh, hey, Pete.
It's you, huh? You know what I am? 'Cause I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing.
What happened? Pete disappeared in front of you. Oh, just come back here for now. A new case just opened. Could be related to what you just witnessed. Well, okay. Walk around and find Pete. Click on Pete. Come back downstairs and click on the case. I feel like I'm playing an MMO with the amount of fetch quests. Ghost cat building. Miko! Find Miko! It's Old Man. This case comes from Old Man Mizushima. You might remember him from the one behind the 4 urban legends you recently investigated. It is well and truly a small world out there. Anyways, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd been waiting for you at K-Cafe. It didn't actually state when. You could just go to the cafe and find out. Here we go! Miko is such a cute name, though. We could call them. No. No. You know, in this game where we have, like, virtual reality internet, the entire concept of a cell phone, like, yeah, we get texts and stuff, like, we get calls from people, but, like, none of that's real, you know? Like, all of this, it's all fake. Oh, friends. I thought Reno was in the Digi Farm for a second. Please protect Yuka. What do you want to do after high school? Yeah, I already know what I want to do. I want to be a Pokemon trainer. Come on, world. There's so much stuff. There's no Japanese food around here. Oh my gosh. Wait, you're too young for drinking. No, none of those texts are real. Welcome. Grab a drink, have a seat, and stay as long as you'd like. Earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything like that. Old Man Mizushima's not in right now. All right. You originally met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come around the same time and see what happens. Teleport to early morning. Too old to be a Pokemon trainer right after high school. No, I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure you can start late. It's just, you know, going to be a lot tougher. But you can. I mean, why not? They're not going to, like, ban you, are they? Like, is there anyone in the anime that complains about being too old to be a tamer or trainer? I don't think that actually happens in the game or the show because, like, I think it's just common that when you're 10, you can go out and travel the world, but, like, I don't think they stop you from doing it later. Said for the K-Cafe, Old Man Mizushima should hopefully be there. If anything, in, like, the anime, you had people of all ages at, like, the Pokemon tournaments who had all collected gym badges and stuff, so... Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon, but you couldn't find me. Must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's let bygones be bygones and start searching now. Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here. You K-Cafe right now? Picking up readings of a really strong digital wave vibrations from the 4th floor. It's a super huge current coursing through here. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that? Earthquake? Nope, it's definitely not. There's no movement on the 4th floor. You're just sensing a digital wave. I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just there now, and it's better they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this. It's Miko! No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. No, I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not... Coco, please, leave me alone. Let things stay the way they are. Nope. I'm sorry, Miko. I'm sorry. Ah, did I finally get through to you again? Vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I expected, they're coming from the old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. Digital waves are just gushing out of there like this old intranet lines the computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, they're forming a cybernetic ley line. This thing persists, it's only a matter of time before its effects are felt in the real world. Cook, I need you to go inside the vacuum tube computer, see what you can do to stop it. I'm counting on you. Here we go! Only have a few minutes, so we won't be able to do too much, but let's see. Let me be, don't wake me from this dream. What's going on with Pete? Nah, man, Pete, we gotta wake you up. Pete! Pete! Pete, where you at, bro? Seriously? Whee! Oh, buddy. This map is all sorts of shenanigans.
Oh look, our first Digimon.
I do love the T-Rex noises that are made by this creature.
Yay, one shot.
Everybody level up. Oh, that's a dead end. Murder! The full-on one-shotarino. These messages in my Digiline, like, it's literally just like these things. Did you know there's a railroad on the island? Oof. Could you imagine having like 100 friends who all just text you the most random stuff all the time? It's pretty crazy. Chompy! I never checked if Chompy could Digivolve again. I know Chompy is definitely capable of Digivolving, but... Oh my gosh, I really hope this is not going to be a dead end. Oh my god, it's a dead end. Okay. Is there an item out here at least? Oh, that's something. Yep, because I'm going to go in lots of different directions, and honestly, I don't want to run into any Digimon right now because I have no idea. Imagine having friends. Could never. Oh, man. I mean, it's really the amount that would be ridiculous. I was so close the whole time.
Why do you have to know who I really am?
No response. Let's find Pete. Poor Pete. Let's find him. I feel like we can pretty easily, honestly. Now that we don't have to run into that sort of thing. Oh my gosh, it's definitely a puzzle though. Alright, let's give it like a few minutes though, maybe I can solve it. Look, I'm such a good hacker. I'm so good at hacking, you guys. I'm amazing at it. Ugh, what a useless chip. Is there logic to this? Is there rhyme or reason? Unknown. Okay. That looks like a Pete-related thing. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration is due to a major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in immediate halt to any and all work in the area. A large lake formed, and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers, and a child at one point drowned in the lake. Huh. Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, no one came for me. These two detectives eventually showed up. Kyoko and Kotka. Kotka asked me who I was. I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She called me Pete because I'm some kind of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. Made me so happy to have one. Names are really special things to have. Alright, we gotta go down deeper. So we have a thing. But where's the other thing? It's really nice just kind of doing this and not running into other Digimon. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public works flooded the country with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at that point that attention was turned back towards NB. Vital laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely there wasn't time to even think about proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Shita really likes this girl named Fuyuma Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, dancing, looks, everything, says she's 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing, I can't dance. What I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshida's lap. I love doing that. Just love hearing Yoshida talk to me so happily. I feel like I gotta finish this. The story is just so... Problem is, this place is a maze. And not amazing, a maze. Part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When the construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. This came at a cost to some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Such quirks are a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshida told me once he and his son had been to a World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long it made them tired, but he said his son had a good time. People called Yoshida Chief Mizushima. His full name is Yoshito Mizushima. I have no idea if any of this is based on anything real. That would be fascinating. Yoshida's a big, important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out with his son much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. Post-war construction projects, that's definitely a real thing. Wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshida too, but he and I are always together in the computer room, so that's okay, I'm content. This one? Or actually... Okay, yeah, we did. I feel like we've been to almost all of these little portals. It's kind of really hard to tell. Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW is an exception to the rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Yoshito always has me sitting on his lap, petting my head all gently and nicely. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Miko. Miko's a girl's name, but Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. But not all of it? Well, it's not everything. I must have missed one. Somewhere in that middle area. Fire code. Oh yeah, no. Fire code, I'm certain, was not followed. Like at all. I feel like I'm getting an idea for the layout. Okay, I need this one. This one below. Shouldn't be that hard to go to. All these portals here. Damn, even without running into Digimon, I'm still just like, where am I going? I'm so bad at this. I wonder if it's just like that first one at the beginning. Like, is it you? Or were you an original, like, dead end? No, no, you're a thing, okay. I don't know why I bother to pick up the items at this point. There's pretty much nothing that can help me in this game at this point other than mem-ups. Part 5. The basement at Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest and shielded from the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube's computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark, can't see a thing. It's okay being in the dark, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshida's not here. I don't even smell him. Can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito, Yoshito! Please, sit me on your lap, pet my head again. Yoshito, Yoshi, no. Did the cat get stuck in the wall? That's sad. Now you know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun. Oh, I have to say, this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the building's gonna collapse for sure. Who am I? Somebody tell me. You repeat. Pete, that's not right. That's not right. Fight Pete. Oh, poor Pete. You don't have that much HP. I kind of feel bad hitting you. Alright. Hey, you got more than I thought, but still. Eee. That would feel good killing Pete. He better still be there. That's right, my name is... That's not right! Murder. Oh yeah, no, it's Miko. You slapped it into me. Yoshido is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshido's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshido. It's like the tremors have stopped, just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Miko, it's really you. Yoshido, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I left you all alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. It's okay, you don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since that day you had to go. Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd have never lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. I should probably explain. Back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived in this building away from my family. The computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with that whole time was Miko. Talked with Miko about everything. My family, Fuyume, Yuki, anything to keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room. We spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall like it was never there to begin with. So around that time, I lost Miko, too. Couldn't find him wherever I looked. Had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up and came back here to who knows how many times to rescue him. And in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it'd been decades since we'd last been together. Can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you. I'll never forget this day. Goodbye, Pete. I mean, Miko. I see. Nice work. Can only imagine how hard it was, but you did a really good job. So Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's intranet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. Oh! That's still sad. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Koptika? Can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed. At this point, we know better than the doubt that it happened. It's amazing just how much and how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. Imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all these years is because of the digital wave abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. Mentioned that towards the end, old man Mizushima said, "Now we can go back to living together, right?" What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume, for the sake of argument, he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way, he was getting reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Got any theories I'd like to propose? Yoshito Mizushima. If we looked into his backstory, we might be able to find the answers pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Yes. Please, leave us be. Don't go looking for us. What? No, do it anyways. That's understandable. It's probably we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the occult kids know about this. Bet they'd have a real field day going after it. I mean, they came face to face with a real... You know what? Let's keep it to ourselves. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Nakano Broadway brings many things together, the spirit world and the world of the living, the normal and the surreal, and now the physical and the digital. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. Well, alright. I guess I'll turn that in and then I'll call it for the day. Looks like it's just you and me here again. The couches look so empty without Pete around to get a bit more clients to keep them warm. Oh yeah, a lot of progress today. We are making progress. Phew! And where is my thingy thing? There it is. So yeah, this will be a really short goodbye today because I went a little past the time, but I really wanted to see the end of that, mostly because, you know, right at the end of things, it'd be really sad to just, like, disappear and then forget what I was doing and lose the entire, like, vibe of the story. So, still, honestly, no, I enjoyed that last story. I think that was a good one. Ghost stories. Sad ghost stories based on bits and pieces of reality. That's all it takes, right? Anyways, yes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It was always lovely. And hopefully I'll be able to see you guys again very soon, either on Monday for the classic new Chance of Snar, and Wednesday for more Digimon. Yes. Enjoy your candy cereal. I didn't buy any cereal, but maybe I should. Goodbye, everyone.